So I do appreciate everyone who's joined me this evening and has taken the time to work with us to um, begin to think about what we can do for Lions Quest. And we're going to cover the steps 1 through 6 very quickly, the ones that have been in previous recording, but then we're going to drill down and talk about the last few steps to forming that club that's going to help us. As you know, the young man on the screen is my grandson. He's 4.5. I'm just so proud of Henderson. I think he's the smartest child on the face of the earth, but that may be because he's my grandchild. But I do remember the day that he called and he was so excited because they'd done some finger painting. And he says, in Gandhi, when you put blue and yellow together, you get green. And basically that's what we've done with this Lions Quest for alternative students. We've taken the Lions Quest program, which has been successfully used in traditional classroom, and we've taken the specialty club program and we have sort of married them and merged them so that we have a new animal out here that I believe will begin to make a difference as we work together moving forward. And so the need, because where there's a need, there's a lion. The need is that every 45 seconds, a child or teen is arrested somewhere in the United States. That's 700,000 youth a year that can benefit from Lions Quest. Every 2 minutes, a child is placed into foster care. Every 24 hours, over 14,000 public school students are suspended, and gun violence has overtaken automobile accidents as the leading cause of death for ages 1 through 19. That's the need, and we've talked about that in the past. I won't just continue to hammer that, but I think that it's important that we remember why we're here tonight. And we're here for those at-risk students. And those at-risk students, for them to thrive and survive in society, must learn some basic skills. Self-management, how to manage their emotions, their behaviors to achieve their goals. Self-awareness, so they understand their value to the community and their value to the community group and their friend group. They need to begin to learn how to make better decisions because a lot of them are at risk, involved in the court system, involved in the alternative schools, suspended from school because of the decisions they've made. They need to learn about relations and how to have better friend groups. And they need to understand social awareness, empathy, and diversity. And Lions Quest will meet and check off each of those boxes and help us to begin the healing for our students so they can thrive as they grow into adults and as they become future lions. And the results, because it's an evidence-based program, and you've seen this before, but we're going to cover it real quickly. 78% of the girls at the Pace Center for Girls in Florida were failing one or more classes before Lions Quest. 18% had previously been involved in the juvenile court system, and 58% suspended or expelled from school. After the Lions Quest program, 90% improved it academically. 91% were not involved with the juvenile justice system 1 year after the intervention. And 74% remained in school, in college, or employed after 1 year of completing the Lions Quest program. We're changing lives with Lions Quest. It's evidence-based, and if we'll take the curriculum and we'll use it like it is designed, then we'll find similar results in each of our communities across the United States. We're going to build a team, build a vision, we're going to build a plan, and we're going to build success. And tonight we're going to walk through each of those steps just briefly, but most importantly, we're going to talk about the final 4 steps of chartering a specialty club to support Lions Quest. Now, as we identify juvenile justice systems and alternative schools, we'll determine the best format to partner with the Lions Clubs in your community. Sometimes it will be forming a whole new club, a specialty club that just supports Lions Quest. In other cases, it may be that your club says, this is a project we want to take on. We're passionate about youth in our community, and this is a purpose that we can buy into. And other clubs may not want a new club in their town, but they would welcome a branch of their club. The club really doesn't want to be engaged in Lions Quest, but those 6, 8, 10, 15, 20 people, if they'll come and be part of our club, we'll all work together and we'll move on. And so in each community, with each Lions Quest program that's put in, we're going to find a way to support that, because in a volunteer organization, it's more important that we build relationships than it is about rules and regulations. And it's those relationships are more than just delivering a set of books or a curriculum and saying, here, use it. This is an opportunity for us all to come together to begin to work together. So in your community, I would suggest going to your club and your clubs in that community and saying, we're going to put Lions Quest in. Would you like to embrace it as a project? If so, any new members we get, they'll be coming into your club. And if they say no, would you consider a branch? If they say no, well, we're going to put Lions Quest in and we're going to form a new club to support Lions Quest, not to compete against you, but to serve a new need in our community and a different need in our community. That helps us with the plan that we've got. And then if we're going to build new clubs and successful new clubs, Lions Clubs International, with the help of our specialty club department, with the help of our new club consultants, has developed a 10-step process for starting new clubs. And we're going to cover real briefly the first 6, because some of you have already been on the call, and then we're going to move right into 7, 8, 9, 10. And so as we're beginning to build clubs, we have to determine the area of opportunities. And I believe I heard Director Lee say in Hawaii that is already ongoing, that they're developing areas of opportunities. Where is there a need for social emotional learning in our juvenile system, in our alternative schools, in our foster care program? Because once you determine where the need is, then we can move into developing a team of people in our district to meet that need. Our Lions Quest chair, our global membership team leader, our district governor, Lions engaged in the juvenile court system and alternative schools, Lions that may be engaged in mental health or in the foster care system. We're going to bring them together and we're going to develop a team, because as we're developing that team, we're going to begin to develop a vision of how Lions Quest is going to change the quality of life for youth in our community. And finally, we're going to conduct some site development research. We're going to schedule a meeting with the juvenile court system, schedule a meeting with alternative school leadership. We're going to go over Lions Quest, what it is and how that it can impact the students in your area. Once those 3 steps are complete, then we're going to move into the 4th one, promoting the new club. We're going to go ahead and apply for our Lions Quest promotion grant, which is $1,500. And that's going to help us to have money to hold meetings, to buy some refreshments, to buy some meals. We're going to work with those court and school leaders to identify community stakeholders. And we're going to invite all of them together for an informational meeting about Lions Quest and about Lions Clubs. The goal would be to have 75 in attendance, because if we have 75 in attendance, we're going to have enough to start a new club. We're going to have enough involvement and engagement and interest to put Lions Quest into our school systems or into our court systems, into our foster care systems. After that, we're going to begin to recruit our charter members. We're going to solicit those members at the informational meeting. We're going to look at the 12 sectors, 12 community coalition sectors that we can find on the CADCA site and that we covered in the last meeting. And if you want to, you can look back and pull that slide out of the previous PowerPoints, because we need a well-rounded club, a well-rounded branch of people who are coming together to serve youth. We need somebody in the media, someone in the religious community, someone in mental health, someone in youth league, sports, someone from the school system. And when we pull all of them together, then we're going to be able to use the synergy created to solve the problems of our community when it comes to the juvenile court systems and the number of students that are involved. We're going to be able to solve problems within the alternative schools, within our foster care, and within our after school. We're going to shoot for 25 to 35 charter members, and we're going to begin to recruit and bring them together. Once again, once we have those together, after we've had this first Lions Quest and talked about everything that's going on, then we're going to also begin to conduct informational sessions, just like we're charting another club. We're going to talk about the history of Lions, the community needs. We're going to lead with Lions Quest service, but we're going to sell the vision of a drug-free community and how together we're going to begin to change the culture within our younger people and our youth and our young adults. And then we're going to come to number 7, conducting organizational meetings. After we get those 25 folks together, we're then going to begin to decide on some quarterly service projects. We're going to discuss how that we're going to use Lions Quest and who we're going to partner with. We're going to continue to recruit members, and we're going to begin to talk about officers for this new club. As we continue, we're going to submit that charter application. We're going to go into details about that just briefly in just a second. And then we're going to get our charter approval. We're going to have our charter members. We're going to have our charter night celebration. And we're going to have a guiding lion who is very versed in Lions Quest, very versed in serving the community, that is inspirational and engaging to help this new group become acclimated to Lions Clubs International and understand the value that they bring to the table as we work together to meet this unique need. And step 10 is to continue the development. We're going to have sponsoring club assistants, training officers, mentoring officers, helping with service projects. We're going to have that guiding lion support, and we're going to begin to transition the power from the district or the organizational team to the club officers and the guiding lion, so that they can run with that club and develop their own personality and begin to thrive as we all work together. That's an overview of 7 through 10. Let's begin to talk about them individually and take a deep dive. Each Lions Quest implementation is going to be different. Why? Because the needs of our youth in our communities are not identical. The commitment of our Lions vary, and the commitment of new Lions and new clubs will vary. Our partners will each be different. Some of us will partner with mental health, some will partner with the school system, some will partner with the court system, some will partner with child welfare services. And so all of our partners are different. So they'll have different needs. Lions Quest is evidence-based, and we must follow the formula to achieve the desired outcomes. We're going to be able to offer to each community 2 options for Lions Quest. One is the traditional Lions Quest that's used in the high school curriculum, that's 16 weeks long, that will help the youth to develop the skills they need, better decisions, better friend groups, better understanding of themselves, and those things we've covered. The second option that we can offer is the Lions Quest service learning module. It's 18 weeks, but what it does is it covers the same skills, but the outcome is slightly different in that at the end, all of the youth will be working together to complete a service project and learn what it takes in order to serve the community and meet the needs of the community. Either one of those options, A or option B, is available to all Lions Quest clubs and has been developed so that we can give them to the clubs to use with their partners. Any questions so far?
No, you're doing good.
Thank you. Having heard no questions, then we're going to begin to move into the deep dive into conducting an organizational meeting. We've already covered what we need to accomplish there, but the district team should begin to meet and evaluate your progress after that informational meeting. After you have had that meeting with the stakeholders and an agency that says, yes, we want to take Lions Quest and implement it, and you've had that 70, 75 people there, and some of them want to join and others are interested, the district team needs to come together and begin to evaluate the progress that you're making. Everyone at that meeting, we've got their contact information. They should be in 3 piles. Very interested, they'll be members. Interested, and we need to talk to them. Not interested, and we'll come back to them if we don't get enough to form the club. And then create a Facebook for your new club. When you see you're going to make it a go, create a Facebook. And the reason you do that is so that you can begin to put information out there about what you're doing, but also sharing information about the Lions. And people will begin to think the club already exists and they're joining an existing club, which is fine. And you can put information from SAMHSA, from CADCA, the DEA, from Lions Club, and some videos on there so that people are beginning to see the purpose of the club. Our purpose is to provide Lions Quest. Our purpose is to have a drug-free community. Our purpose is to highlight mental health issues in our community, to address the needs of our youth. Begin to put those on the Facebook and create a following. And you do that by posting daily on the social media with information to promote the needs, to invite individuals to inquire about membership, highlight 2 or 3 paid members every day. So as you're beginning to recruit new members, just a simple post that says, we're so excited to welcome Mayor Smith to the new Lions Quest Lions Club. And in a couple hours, our head librarian, Amy, has joined the Lions Club, and we're so excited. She brings a wealth of talent and knowledge to our club. And then the police chief has joined, and the school superintendent has joined. And if you'll do that and continue to highlight those folks on a regular basis, every couple, 3 hours, people are beginning to think, wow, this club is up and running and they got some shakers and movers in the club. I need to be involved. And so after each one of those, you're putting, if you're interested, send us a message, and you're beginning to get messages on Facebook, and you're recruiting without having to knock on doors. You're reviewing the community sectors that are not represented, and you're going out and reaching out to them and trying to bring them in. And you set a date within 7 days to go and to meet with potential members and have this meeting and continue to have these organizational meetings until you get to those 20 charter members. Schedule a club meeting every other week until 20 members are recruited. Lions says every 7 days. Sometimes they may get a little tiring for those that have maybe been coming every time and they begin to get disinterested. You gauge it and do it the way that you believe it needs to be done, but no less than every 14 days meet. Keep excitement with the new members with emails and calls to those members. There should be emails going out to the new members, letting them know what the progress is, letting them to know what the organizational team's doing, asking them to recommend to you people in the area that might also be interested in Lions Quest and supporting the youth in the community. And once all that comes together, then it's going to be easier to form this club. I also like to send out a email using Constant Contact to all the Lions in the district and say, we're starting a Lions Club in Huntsville, Alabama that will focus on Lions Quest. Do you know anyone in the community who might be interested in supporting the youth of the community? If so, send their names and addresses, phone numbers to me. Generally speaking, across the district, even the people that don't live in Huntsville, they know someone in Huntsville and they begin to send some leads over. So when you go out in the community, you can call on these people and say, a lioness suggested to us that we stop by and talk because you've been identified as having a passion for serving youth. And our purpose today is to align your passion with some of the needs in the community. And so we're conducting the organizational meeting, but we're also working very hard to stir up the interest and bring people together, because we've got to have our 20 charter members so that we can begin to elect officers and move forward. Once we get that step done, we've got to get the club name. We've got our 20 charter member applications and dues. We got our new club sponsoring information. The district can sponsor the club, or a club can sponsor the new club. And we need our guiding lion, that lion that is going to be fully engaged, that is going to mentor. And I often say be the bumper guards, like at a bowling alley, so nobody rolls off into the gutters, keeps them in the middle of the road, moving forward. Not somebody that's going to tell them how to do it, but somebody that is going to guide them and prevent them from hurting themselves, but allow them to do whatever they need to do and whatever they think is best. as long as it follows our Constitution and bylaws and it's ethical. Those are the only two criteria that a guiding lion should ever veto something, because the guiding lion needs to be encouraging innovation. As our president Brian would say, we should be encouraging people to think way outside the box. Now, once we have that, so that's the charter application step. Let's look at that charter application. The first step of the application process is to choose a name. And that Name Your Lions Club, it needs to have that municipality in it. The Shoals area, the Chicago area, the whatever, the municipality or some equivalent government subdivision name. The Hawaiian Lions Quest Lions Club. A campus club can use the college or university name rather than a municipality if you happen to have a Lions Quest club that you're going to put on a campus and work with the Department of Education and future teachers. The host club shall be the title for a parent club in municipality if you want to use that. I don't know that it's used as much now as it has been in the past. Lions clubs cannot be named after living individuals, and no Lions Club may add international as a distinguishing designation to its name. If including a company's name, a document must be approved to provide by the company. So you're out there and you've got a company that says, we would very much like to form the Lions Club here just to focus on Lions Quest in our community, then, and they want to use their company name, then you're going to have some documentation and approval from the company to submit to Lions International to use that name. That's some naming rules. And then as you begin the process, the application entry, just starting the process, your district governor, the coordinating lions are generally in other parts of the world. We don't use those in the US. Your district GMT, your sponsoring club president, or your sponsoring club secretary can begin the process. Your district governor will have to approve it at some point in time. When you're ready, when it's been approved by Lions Clubs International, it's given its club number, then these are the individuals that can enter your charter members, your district governor, your GMT, your sponsoring club president, sponsoring club secretary, your new club president, or new club secretary. And then your guiding lion is appointed by your district governor. Your application approval is done by your district governor. And the club payment of fees, those entrance fees, can be paid by the district governor or the new club treasurer. And so your district governor can go through and do everything. Unfortunately, your district administrator, if you have one, is not on that list and is not eligible to work through this. However, if the district governor were to share his or her password temporarily, then I guess the district administrator could, in fact, provide some assistance. How do we get to this point? The first thing we do is we log in where it says member login, and we go to MyLCI. And when we go to MyLCI, it says tools for Lion leaders, and we're going to click there. And as we click,
PID
yes.
Jerome, I think so. Robert has a question. He
Oh,
raised his
okay.
hand.
Robert, tell me.
Robert Lee, did you have a question?
Oh,
You-
no,
you
I
kind-
didn't.
You did not.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
didn't.
My apologies. My apologies. I
No, I'm
thought you were
sorry.
waving.
When I see my screen, I share my screen, I can't see folks. So you just interrupt, because together we're going to make a difference. And so hit that tools for Lion leaders, and then you'll end up with a box that looks like this. New club, like My Lions Clubs, and you come down to where it says new club applications, click it, and then click on add a club. And so when you've done that, then you're ready on this screen here to begin to put in the new club information, the sponsoring club, the new club officers. Be sure and check specialty club and put Lions Quest right there in the club criteria. And in the comments, you can put that it's a Lions Quest program as well, so that they understand and everyone at Lions International knows that this is to be counted among the clubs that have been created out of this initiative. Once that happens, then you could go ahead and submit that for approval. It'll be pending approval from Lions Clubs International in the name, and then they'll send you an email. And when they send you an email, then that club chartering, it says it can take 45 days, but I got news for you. If you're prepared with all the information, the process can be completed within about 3 business days. Today, you'll submit it for approval. Lions Clubs International will approve it tomorrow. You put in all of your charter members, you get your IRS number, employer identification number, you put it in the comments, and then on the 3rd day, you can be chartered. The clubs will be able to obtain a bank account and their 501c 3 status once the club has been chartered, 501c4 status once the club has been chartered. To expedite the application, it says view comments in the MyLCI and follow the process of instructions. It's a pretty easy process, I've come to find out. And then they're going to send you your charter pins, your charter membership, your charter certificate, your club sponsoring patch, a letter from the international president, so that when you have your charter night, that you can make a big deal of them joining the world's largest service organization, because it is a big deal. Now, club charter, once the charter is approved, then we're going to start planning our charter night. We're going to, as an organizer, we're going to begin to transfer power to the leadership of the club. We're going to have our guiding lion begin to be the contact for this club. And we're going to remember that new members added within the first 90 days are still charter members and can sign that charter before it's framed and displayed. And of course, our 10th step is to sponsor. The sponsoring club gives assistance, our guiding lion support, where you have that transition of power. And we're going to begin to apply for that $15,000 Lions Quest grant, so that we have the money to train our facilitators. We have the money to buy the license for up to 5 years to use Lions Quest. And we have money to buy tablecloths and banners and things that we need to, in order to continue to promote Lions Quest, to put it into our schools, into our juvenile court systems, into our foster care, into our after-school programs, but most importantly, to have some money there to continue to fund the promotion of Lions Quest as it spreads across our district and across our multiple districts. Now, we've gone over these 4 steps. You're not standing alone. I'm available. We have staff at Lions Clubs International is available there on the foundation. Gene Ewert with Specialty Clubs is available. Guy Schmalley with the Global Action Team is available. Tracy Gray with our new club consultants are available. We have a lot of staff on standby just waiting to assist you as you begin this process and as you work through it. There's a lot of information online. You've got the lionsquest.org site. You've got the Specialty Club site. You've got the Start a New Club site. And what does success look like? Success in the United States, I think, looks like 15 new Lions Quest Specialty Clubs or branches by the end of this calendar year. Within 5 years, I think that we can have a minimum of 1 Lions Quest Specialty Club in each state. And within 10 years, we can have a Lions Quest Specialty Club within each district. Is it going to take some hard work? It is. But I'm prepared to roll up my sleeves, as everyone on the call tonight is prepared to roll up their sleeves and get it done. Not because we need more members. We're already the world's largest service organization. Not because we need new clubs, but because we have millions of children and youth in our communities which need Lions Quest in order to thrive and survive for the rest of their life. How can you help? Number 1, work the process and ask for help when you need help. We're here to help. Share the need and the solution with your club, with your district, and with your multiple districts. And form 1 new Lions Specialty Club by December 31st of 2022. And if you can form 2, that would even be more exciting. And now is question and answer time, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm here to answer questions and assist as best I can this evening. I hope that everyone has enjoyed the 10-step process and the 3-part webinars that we've been holding. Questions, comments, concerns?
So, PAD Jerome, so this is Nalit Patel. What we
Mhm.
have done is our governor has already gone through the application. Hopefully before the month end, he's going to fill in that, approve the application. I've already taken the leadership of filling in and sending it in. Once it is done, we're going to send it to Kimberly,
Mhm.
and she's going to look over and then take the next steps. Once that funding comes in, we can start going after mayors, councilmen's, librarians, and educating them. And once we get a critical mass of 20 people, then we form the club. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, you just follow the 10 steps. The first step would be to apply for that $1,500 grant and begin to talk with judges, talk with mayors, talk with superintendents, and see where the need is. And once you have that need, then to develop a plan of action in order to form a club, a branch, or to get a club to adopt a Lions Quest program in order to support and have a relationship so that we're not just in the business of delivering curriculum, but we're in the business of delivering a solution and building a relationship with the youth so that long-term, it's a membership program as well as a service program.
So one of the organizations that we are working with is Habitats for Humanity.
Mhm.
And the second affiliated with that is Youth Juvenile Something. And the reason why we are selecting these 2 organizations, this is what happens within the most neighborhoods where there is most need, where parents are working and kids are not looked at, and kids kind of fall through and get into bad company and have troubles early in life. What we're going to do is bring them into this program and say how you can stay out of trouble and be a model for other citizens within the community.
Lion Patel, if needed, I don't mind to set up a Zoom call and go through the Lions Quest with the leaders you've identified at those 2 organizations and let them know how that we can best help them. If you need me to do that, if you don't need me to do that, I'm content to wait for your call.
More the merrier. You are an expert. We are looking at you as a leader and mentor. So first 1 or 2, we would love you to participate. Once we learn the ropes, then we will jump onto the next thing.
Very good. Other questions,
All right.
comments, concerns? Lion Tony, did we meet your expectations tonight? You're muted.
You're muted. Unmute yourself.
I guess I'll know more, get more into it once I receive the whole packet.
Okay, well, I'll send you a lot to read and the previous webinars as well for you to review, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, Lion Jerome, I think right now Hawaii is kind of in between steps 2 and 3, which is basically developing the team. And then we will certainly have to conduct the site development research. So we're kind of behind the 8 ball right now, but we're getting off the ground right now.
you're ahead of some people who haven't started, so I love it. I just love it. And New Jersey is doing such a great job as well. Pam, remind me where you're from, Pam Williams?
I'm in Georgia.
In Georgia.
Yes, and I do have a gentleman that's part of the state
Mhm.
senate. He used to be a probation officer and a youth leader. He's in Dalton, one of our Dalton's club, and him and I have been talking, and he's talking to people that he knows that's still in those agencies to see how we could get them all together. So I have a call out to him sometime this week when he gets the minute,
Okay,
because I know he's on the campaign trail.
You
But,
know, Dalton's about a 3-hour drive from my house. And so you let me know what I can do to help.
okay, that's great.
Oh.
That's excellent.
Vice President Haynes was from Dalton, Georgia, wasn't he?
Definitely, yes.
And
Yes.
so I'd love to get back over there. I spoke in your district probably in 2016 at your district convention in a
Yes.
beautiful setting. And so you let me know what I can do to assist the Lions of Georgia. So that is great. We've got Lions of Michigan that I don't believe is on the call this evening, but they're also formulating a team, and they're sort of like Director Lee said, sort of between 1 and 2, determining the need and putting the team together. Lion Lynn, are you from Hawaii as well? And you're muted. Any questions,
muted.
comments, concerns tonight?
No, I'm just gonna focus on the steps
Okay,
and get direction from Lion Bob there, I guess.
oh,
Lion Jerome, Tony and Lynn are married, and Lynn is the president of one of our local Lions Club, the Wahiawa Lions Club.
Wahiawa Lions.
okay. Well, I didn't realize y'all were married, but I'm so, congratulations. And I'm just so excited that everyone's on the call tonight. Lion, Denise, remind me where that is home for you, and if there's any questions or comments that we need to work on tonight.
Yes, I'm from multiple district 60, Caribbean, Guyana. Well, I'm from Guyana.
Mhm.
Yes, you spoke at our mid-year conference last year, November. Yes, I joined tonight just to learn more about this aspect, this new version of the Lions Quest.
Mhm.
The older version of the Lions Quest was implemented in District 68, Trinidad and Tobago in 2019-2020. And it was a success, but you know, COVID came and curtailed a couple of activities that were planned, but it was a success up to that point.
Right. Well,
But
this
I'm
is-
just thinking how this could be replicated in multiple District 60, because we have so many countries that make up multiple District 60, 18 countries. So it has to be implemented in individual countries and not necessarily one program for the multiple district.
Right. Well, any way we can help, let me know. You know, I had the opportunity to serve with Nicolene Moore on the
Yes.
board. And then Shafani Vin and I were on the same committee this past year. And you've got such great leadership there in the islands and in MD 60. So just let us
Yeah.
know what we can do to help. Any other questions or comments? If not, we'll just wrap it up and send out the recording to everyone that has registered and participated over the last 6 weeks. And I'll be here and available for you to email and for you to call. And we're going to do whatever it takes to make an impact on the lives of youth. Final call for questions, comments, concerns.
Yeah, I'm just excited that we're gonna be working on getting this started in Hawaii because it's a great need. You know, our children is our future and we need to protect them and
Mhm.
guide them and teach them.
Let me end this recording right here for just a second.